Hello everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Trading Card Game live video. My name is Jamie and today I'll be taking you through another deck which has come out from the most recent expansion, which of course is Destined Rivals. But as always, just before we do go into the video, if you do like this type of content and you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon Trading Card Game, then as always be sure to hit the subscribe button and of course like this video. So let's have a look at the deck of today. We're looking at another Rocket concept, which is this one here, Team Rocket's Weezing, 130 HP, Dark type, and has this attack here, Explode Together Now. So that is for a Dark and a Colorless, and that does 40 damage times the number of Pokemon in play that have the names Koffing or Weezing, so pretty good. So we can hit some pretty good numbers with that, I think. I think we can knock out most, especially most basic EXs with that, and two-shot. I think a lot of those stage 2s as well, the Charizards, for example, Dragapulse, Gardevoirs. Well, actually, Gardevoir has a weakness to Dark as well, so we could one-shot that. But yeah, we can pretty much two-shot most things with this, so that is the idea. Weak to fighting and has a retreat cost of 2, worth noting as well. So that is the idea. Its pre-evolution in Koffing does have this ability here, Smog Signals, which is also pretty nice. So if it does get knocked out, we can search our deck for 2 Pokemon that have Koffing in its name and put them onto our bench, and then you shuffle your deck. So that's also worth noting. Other Pokemon that we have in here, so we've also got the other Koffing as well. Other Koffing. This is not a Team Rocket's Pokemon. But then we also have this Weezing here, which has Spinning Fumes, 50 damage, and does a bit of damage to your opponent's bench as well. Kind of nice, but not really too relevant. Maybe there'll be a situation when we get to use that. But it does have this ability here, Let's Have a Blast. So if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out, then you can flip a coin, or flip a coin, and if heads, then you can knock out your opponent's active Pokemon as well. So that's also pretty good. So if you do miss the NG, for example, if you're not attacking that turn, if you don't have enough Koffing or Weezing on the bench, then what you can do is just promote this and try and bait out those kind of big EXs as well, trying to get those EXs to knock out your Weezing. So in testing, I've knocked out a lot of Pokemon just by having this active and just allowing them to knock out Weezing, and then we flip a coin, get heads, and we knock out their EX as a result as well. So pretty good. But yeah, that is the idea of the deck, so mostly just to use Explode Together Now, but we do also have the other Weezing in there as well if we want to kind of lead with that, or even just keep it in the active spot and try and bait out it getting knocked out, so to say. So that is the Pokemon line. Trainer line looking a little bit like this. So standard cards in here, Buddy-Buddies, Ultra Balls, Counter Catchers. We're not really playing bosses because we want to utilize here Team Rocket's Factory. That is the idea. So by utilizing Rocket cards basically, or supporter cards, then we can draw 2 cards. That's the idea of Team Rocket's Factory. But we do have, because we don't have bosses, we do have 2 Counter Catcher in here. So we're playing that. Team Rocket's Botherbot, also that's pretty good as well, so we can manipulate our opponent's hand a little bit, especially when they're kind of down to 1 or 2 cards, so it can be pretty clutch. As well, we can give them cards from their prizes that perhaps are less useful. That is the idea behind that. Team Rocket's Ariana as well, so also a really, really good drawing card, although you want to be using more of this if all of your Pokemon are Rocket. So all of our Pokemon are not Rocket, hence why I've only got just the 1. But we can still use it to draw until we have 5 cards. And yeah, as you can see, not all of our Pokemon are Rocket. We've got Team Rocket's Weezing here, and Team Rocket's Koffing, but the other 2, they are not Rocket, so just keep that in mind as well. So that is why we are focusing more on Professor's Research here. We've got 3 copies of Research, it's a pretty solid card to draw through the deck, so that's why we've got that. A spec of choice is Unfair Stamp, so we are relying on getting knocked out quite a bit. So Unfair Stamp pairs very nicely actually with Team Rocket's Botherbot. So we can Unfair Stamp them, put them down to 2 cards, and then yeah, just try and manipulate their hand a little bit, so that kind of works. Team Rocket's Petrel as well, draw, just to get trainer cards basically, put them into your hand, pretty good. It's also a Rocket card as well, we can utilize Team Rocket's Factory. And then we have things like Sacred Ash in there because yeah, our Pokemon do get knocked out pretty easily, so Sacred Ash allows us to put those Pokemon back. And Team Rocket's Transceiver, just a really solid card in this deck just to get support cards into your hand. Other support cards we have Team Rocket's Archer as well, so if our Pokemon get knocked out, then we can use it and then put our opponent down to 3 cards, and then we put ourselves to 5. So that's pretty good. And of course, probably a really, really solid addition to this deck, and actually most Rocket decks, I would say. So yeah, we can use Team Rocket's Proton as well. We can use this on our first turn, so we can use the support card even if we are going first. And then we can search our deck for 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon and put them into our hand, and then we can just put them onto our bench. So that is the idea. Energy line, so worth talking about. We've got here Reversal Energy. So Again, we are relying on going behind, so Reversal Energy is really, really good. Just powering up basically our Weezing here, or even, for example, our Team Rocket's Weezing. So that is the idea behind that. Team Rocket's energy as well provides a combination of Psychic and Dark energy as well. So keep in mind, we can't use this for our Weezing here, but we can use it for our Team Rocket's Weezing to use Explode Together now. So that is the idea behind that, why we've got that in there. And just 3 basic Dark energy as well in there. So that is the deck, that is the concept basically. You just get those knockouts, 2 shots with Team Rocket's Weezing, get a load of Weezing and Koffing onto the bench. That is the idea. But yeah, so let's go play a game with it and see how it plays out in practice. Okay, so we can choose if we want heads or tails. Let's go with heads. So let's choose, and provided we get the option, which we do, we can choose to go first or second. First is always optimal because we can actually play some supporter cards on turn 1 and we rely on evolution, so that's a double plus, double positive there. So nice, good start. That's a great start, look at that. So we've also even got a Proton in hand as well. We can use that as well to get more Koffing out, so that's fine. What are they doing? Okay, what is that? Cool, Cynthia, nice. Okay, it looks like Garchomp maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see. Alright, yes, we'll take one for the mulligan, why not? Cool, Archer, that's fine. What are they opening? Yes, Garchomp, I thought it might be. Cool, alright. Oh, we actually have loads of Koffing here. We actually don't need too many more, but we do want to utilize Factory, so let's just use that anyway. What is our Weezing line in deck? So we've got 3 in there, we've got a 4-3 line there. Cool. Nice. For Rocket Energy, Reversal, 1 Reversal, what's in hand? 1 Reversal in hand and an Unfair Stamp. Cool. Nice. Okay, cool. Not bad. So Factory, draw 2 there. Need some energy there. Another Koffing. Oh, hold out maybe on the Koffing there. Oh. Yeah, alright. We'll hold out on the Koffing just yet, just in case we draw an Ariana or something like that. Let's see. And then we want to try and draw until we have 8 cards as opposed to just drawing until we have 5, which you have a pretty busy hand anyway. So we are weak to fighting. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but we are weak to fighting. So they'll be hitting 2 times 2 damage on us, but that's okay. Well, I mean, we're expecting that we're going to get knocked out anyway. Pretty. Oh no. Okay, interesting. So we are expecting that we'll just get one-shotted anyway, as with most decks. So cool, we've got some energy there. Okay, nice. That's why I kind of held out on that, just to try and utilize it a little bit more. So yeah, then we can so utilize Ariana there, and then hit the Buddy-Buddy, then draw cards, and we've got Rocket Energy, we've got Factory there as well. Cool, not a bad hand. Not a bad hand. We'll take that, and it'll shuffle our deck as well, so we can get those. Just if we want to get Unfair Stamp. And I don't know, some other bits and pieces that we had in hand from the bottom of our deck, sort of more shuffled into our deck. 140 HP, can we hit that? Yes, we can. We can hit that number, that is fine. Alright. Koffing, okay, well that's not what I wanted, but that's also fine. Stick a Rocket Energy there. Can't really deck thin or hand thin more than that, to be honest. So I'm just trying to work out, if I were to play Buddy-Buddy, just trying to work out what I'm going to draw more with. It's 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could, yeah, okay. So we have 5 in hand. Play that. Draw until we have, yeah. I think. All right. I don't know off the top of my head what's the best route here in terms of what are we going to draw more with, but whatever. We'll just use that and draw until we have 8. So that's fine. Now we'll hit the Buddy-Buddies and stuff like that. And there we go. Get that there. Rocket Energy in hand, that's good, cool. Yeah, okay, now we can actually use Rocket Factory as well. Nice. Did we touch energy this time? We did, yes, cool. Alright, cool, let's get Buddy-Buddy out of hand as well, and maybe another, I guess, we have confidence it might knock us out, so we'll take another Ultra Ball, get that out. Cool. Get Weezing out. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I think that's everything. That's everything. 240, yeah, pretty solid. Good turn 2, I think. So let's see, take a card there. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Ultra Ball wasn't the best drop actually, because we do need to follow up next turn with another Weezing. Perhaps that wasn't the best drop there. But we do have also Petrel in hand, we have Team Rocket's Petrel in hand even. And we'll search for a training card, get something out of deck as well, and try and draw a Koffing or a Team Rocket's Weezing that way. Let's see. Actually, we do need to try and evolve some of these Koffing, because that Frostlass is going to start putting damage on them. I mean, it's not too big of a deal, but it is worth noting. So, yeah, cool, that's fine. Arvin, what candy? Search for Garchomp and candy, maybe? Is that the play? I think. Yeah, let's see. Well, they only have like one card in hand, I think, right? Oh, they've got Ultra Ball now as well. Ultra Ball drop 2, okay. What are you searching? Roserade, okay. Cool, let's have a look at Roserade. Cool, yeah, just bumps attack, that's fine. Oh, cool, and they just, yeah, use Champion's Core search for the Garchomp, that's fine. Okay, cool, that's fine, and then I presume that that's going to search out another Goodbite. Another Goodbite? Why? Alright. Maybe the Garchomp surprise, I don't know. Alright. Yeah, okay, so let's just try and make sure we get a knockout this turn. This is pretty vital. Cool, Unfair Stamp. Nice, so we do actually have a way of... There we go. Might not try and evolve those just yet, just because the Frostlasses are there, so I don't want to invite more damage on them. So we also have Botherbot as well. Let's see, let's take this one. Can we a Spiritomb? Well, they actually can't use Spiritomb, so yes, we do want to change that. And yeah. Cool, let's use that. So we need a trainer card here. We need to guarantee the Weezing. So yeah, maybe dropping the... Actually, we actually could just use Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher might be... Let's use Night Stretcher with Ultra Ball in deck. That's fine. There we go. Let's grab the Weezing. Make sure we have the knockout this turn. Which we do. That's very good. Cool. Don't really want to put Weezing down there just for the Frostlass. Just, yeah, it's a standard Weezing, not the Rocket one. Draw 2. Yeah, okay, we can go for 2 there if we wanted to, but that's okay. Cool, let's hit another 240. Not bad. We need to keep this momentum up. That's the issue here. We need to just make sure that we're every turn hitting that those numbers. And the Ultra Ball there, nice. So we've got, so yeah, next turn, the issue that we have next turn is that we are, that is if we do get knocked out. If we get knocked out, then we can Unfair Stamp. But the issue that we have here is that we are looking for another Rocket Energy. We've used 2 Rocket Energy. We're not going to be able to use Reversal Energy here because we are ahead on prizes. And if they get a knockout, then we'll be level on prizes. If they don't get a knockout, okay, well, they're not searching for Garchomp here, which suggests to me that they're Garchomp surprise. That is a Goodbite there. Which, if that is the case, it's very unfortunate, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So 40, yeah, you can hit some numbers with that. Okay, do we have any items? We don't have any items in deck. All right, so you can hit 40 with that, and then you've got a bumper there with your Cynthia's Pokemon. Does this stack as well? I think it does. Right, you've got 2 there, so that'll be a knockout anyway. At this point, do they even need Garchomp? I don't know. So 200, yeah. So 40, okay. Okay, so you've got a bumper there of 60 there, 40, 100, and double that for 200. Cool, that's fine. Okay, this becomes very interesting now. So we can actually... Alright, let's just stick that active. I think that these Frostlass are doing more damage to them than they're doing to us right now. Oh, nice. Great top deck. Great top deck. So let's stick Rocket Factory down. Let's Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of Buddy-Buddy and just the Dark there. How many, let's have a look, let's just see how many Rocket Energy we have left in deck. We have 1. Tricky. tricky, but we can get rid of their last goodnight though, so that is a positive there, so let's do that. Alright, Rocket Energy there. We don't want to get the Weezing down just because of those Frostlass, so we can get another... Yeah, okay. Alright, well let's just Unfair Stamp. Hopefully they drew nice, okay, cool. So this is a really nice combo actually. You can just use so Unfair Stamp, and then we also have the Rocket Engine in hand as well. We can also use Botherbot as well. So let's give them actually no, we have to choose one that's face down. So what is that? Ultra Ball. Switch it with Ultra Ball. Yeah, you take the gold one, it'll be nice. Take the gold one. I don't care. So cool. Transceiver in hand, Archer in hand for next turn. Cool. We don't need to use it now. And that'll put on 3 cards. That's not good. 200 damage. Pretty solid, I think. Solid. Good turn. Great. There we go. Reverse Energy. Okay, well, we actually, surprisingly, ahead of prizes. So Reverse Energy does not help us, but we do have Rocket Energy in hand as well. So we're going to have to go down the route of using Rocket Energy on the Koffing there. The Rocket's Koffing. And if we get knocked out, we'll have to use Archer next turn, I believe. And then we do have Transceiver in hand. Transceiver can get Ultra Ball, maybe that would. Oh, sorry, Ultra Ball can get us. What's it called? What is the trainer? What is it? Got it here. Yes, Petrel. That's the one I was thinking of. And that would get us an Ultra Ball. I believe that there's one in deck, and then yeah, go down that route. Okay, cool. All right. Well, that actually can be a solid attacker actually, since the Spiritomb there. Yeah, because you have damage already. I see that. I like the combination here of Roserade, and that doesn't need energy though. Oh, it does. Sorry, I thought it was colorless from Roulette. But do they have a way of getting that snow runt out? That is it. They do not. Okay. They do not. So cool. Great top deck. Look at us go. All right, we're doing pretty well, so it seems. So, Transceiver, let's have a look. We can get another, we can't get anything out there actually. All right, what is in discard pile? That is a question. We've got 3 in there, so just thinking to get back. Yeah. All right. I guess it's just ultimately the end is just information, isn't it? So that's fine. We'll just get a cool. Yeah, we'll just use it for the sake of it because why not? And then we can hit with Rocket's Factory. Got 2. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's all okay. We'll just we've got a backup attacker there. That is not going to get hit by that Frostlass, which is quite important. So yeah, although we are going to need to start replenishing our Koffing line or our Weezing line on the back line there, so that also might be worth keeping in mind. So here goes Spiritomb. Here comes Spiritomb. So that Frostlass, ironically, is doing more damage to them than it is to us right now. So I wonder, we have Counter Catcher now, we can't use Counter Catcher though. Just wonder if we can get that Pheasantipity up, but we cannot. Okay, there goes Gible. Yeah, I think that Counter Catcher, because if we take one more prize card, then we're not going to be able to utilize Counter Catcher this game. Neither Reversal Energy for that. Actually, we can actually use Reversal Energy, even still. Just provides only just one single colorless energy as opposed to the added effect, which is just the 3 energy. Cool. Okay. Well, this is going to be very interesting then, because I'm just trying to work out where our prizes are going to come from. Because we get the Revenge KO, and then we're down to yeah, cool. All right, this is going to be very interesting. So there we go. I don't think we have any more Koffing. Actually, we might even just, can we like stall out enough just to get that over the line and just knock out that Roserade there? I don't know. All right, or even actually, we can stick that on a, because we can actually spread damage onto their bench as well. That's also a factor. If we can bump up that damage a little bit more for the next turn, maybe we can put another Reversal Energy on there and then lead with the other Weezing there. and try and bump up that Frostlass. They've got one Frostlass there, so that could be an option. I don't know, but we do need to start thinking about actually recycling our Koffing. So we've got one Koffing there, 2, 3, okay. Hand's pretty big. I wanted to keep a reverse lunge in hand, but hand's pretty big, so we're going to have to try and put them down a little bit. Nice, we got some Sacred Ash. Good, we needed that. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exactly. We do need just to guarantee that we're going to hit that. There we go. Just make sure we're hitting those numbers. Good. Sacred Ash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. That's fine. We'll just factory there. Cool. All right, got the reverse lunge. All right, and 2 transceivers. I think that we're pretty good here. So 200 there. Knock out that Spiritomb. So the problem here is going to become if now how do we get the last prize card? That's the question. I'm trying to work it out. How do we get the last prize card? Well, that becomes 80, 90 and going into our turn. Do we bait them with a... Do we rely on a coin flip and try and get them to knock out our Weezing? Is that maybe that's the play? I think that might actually be the play because we can actually lead with Weezing as well. So as in the other Weezing, not the rocket one. We can force them to... I mean, if they flip heads or if we flip heads, then that is game effectively. And if they flip tails, well, and then we can also attack with it as well. So if we attack with the Weezing, put some damage on them, put some pressure on there. But they don't even have, okay, they don't even have it anyway. They've got Goodbye, just the single Goodbye. Okay. So just a single Goodbye. I don't know if we have any more Rocket Energy in deck. Do we have any more? 1, 2, 3. We have. Ooh, we had. Oh no, we don't, because it was one was attached on the active, so there's 4. Okay, so we've got no more Rocket Energy in deck. Hit for 50, put some damage on the bench. That goes 90, 100. That's 3 turns short of getting knocked out. Ooh, risky. This is actually way closer than it should be, I think. We do have... But we can't power that up in a single turn, that's the problem. Because we don't have any more Rocket Energy and we're not ahead of it. So we're going to have to just try and bait them with a Garchomp or something. So that's 90, we can rid of the 100. Okay, cool. Alright. So, we need... Let's have a look. What do we have in deck? We've got... They did knock us out, so that's good. We can take an Archer. Cool. What is in here as well? 1, 2... Alright, stick an energy there. So we need... Actually, it doesn't even work. This is colorless energy as well. We need... Oh wait, I think Weezing does actually hit for... Oh man, now I'm confused. Now I'm confused. I think it does. It's just... yeah, search deck. It is 2 colors. So I was just thinking the Rocket's Weezing. No. So that does work. We've got 3 copies of that in deck. We're going to hit an Archer there as well. Alright, we'll take it for... because why not? Wow, okay, this is pretty tense, actually. So we're relying on getting that Weezing, and then even then, I don't know. I don't really know, like, if that's going to be enough here. So we'll have to put them down, hit for some damage. Alright. Does this mean that it's going to come down to a coin flip? If they get Garchomp out, it might mean that it comes down to a coin flip. We did get the Weezing, which is very nice. Let's bump that down so to avoid them doing some damage with our Frostlass. So let's Team Rocket's Factory there. Let's take 2 Countercatcher Research, 40 cards a deck. Okay. Oh, this is not. I mean, I thought that we were doing pretty well, but actually this is definitely putting things into making them much closer than I thought. Okay, so I think so Freezing Shroud that puts them to 110. Can we hold, let's say 120, 130? I think actually we might have this because we can knock out that Roserade unless they can bounce it some way. So, okay, there's Garchomp. So our win condition here basically is if they lead Garchomp, try and knock us out. I know that's absolutely fine. If they try and knock us out, then they have to hit the coin flip. If we get heads, we win. If not, that I think that the Frostlass is going to take over. Okay, cool. All right, so this is win condition 1. Let's have a look, see if we get it. If not, win condition 2. Okay, so we don't get it, that's fine. Cool, let's put Weezing active. Right, so this is win condition 2 basically, which is that Roserade getting knocked out as a result of that Frostlass. So all we have to do now is just end turn, and Freezing Shroud comes into play, and that is game. That was way close. Good game, good game. So all prize cards taken. So very, very good game. So yeah, so very marginal there. So but yeah, good game. I enjoyed that. So, but that is Team Rocket's Weezing for you. That is the deck for you. So let me know what you think of the deck. I'll, of course, as always, leave it within the description box below. You can go check it out if you would like to. Tell me what changes you would make to it, how you would adapt the deck, etc, etc. But yeah, if you do like this type of content and you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon trading card game, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course like that, like this video. That would be amazing. But otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.